Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So my name's Katie and today I'm going to be doing a book haul. So I may have been meant to be putting myself on a book buying ban in August, but I still did buy a few books. Some of these books I bought in September, to be fair. I didn't spend a lot of money in August on books, but then I did end up spending money on like other things like makeup. So I didn't really save myself any money, but at least I didn't go wild on the books. But I got a few books, so I wanted to show them off today because I'm very excited about all of them. So yes, so the first two I got on a trip into town and in Waterstones, and my lovely grandma bought them for me, so thank you, Granny. Granny funds a lot of the books on this channel. And the first one is The Ninth Reign by Jen Williams. So this is an adult fantasy, I believe. I don't really know a lot about what it's about, but I just really like the cover. It has the kind of bird, and I think it has something to do with shapeshifters as well, which is really cool because I always love like kind of shapeshifters. I feel like you don't get that a lot in books. I don't know, in like paranormal books, but I feel like that's more vampires or like angels. But I really love shapeshifters. There's this series, The Night World? Yeah, The Night World, which I used to love when I was little. Well, not little, but like 12, 13. And one of the characters that I loved the most in that series was a shapeshifter. So it sounds like it's set in a city and there's a couple of people who like team up together. It sounds like a eccentric explorer, oathless guy, I don't know, and a fugitive witch, and they have to try and seem like they face down monsters and retrieving artifacts, and I don't know, it just sounds like a really fun time. So hopefully I love it. I have a feeling this might be in like a similar vein to The Rune of Kings, which I really love, like kind of humorous fantasy almost. So I'm really excited for this one. And then I also got The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. I just have to check the author's names. And I'm really excited for this one as well. So this is like a witchy book, I think. I'm planning on reading this in like September or October for like Halloween. Because I want to try and read some like Halloween-y books in September so then I can do a video recommending them for October. I'm really excited for this one. So it sounds like the main character, she lives in this town where kind of the witches and stuff is feared, and she goes into the woods and there's these I don't know, she talks like spirits or witches or something, and they give her like her mother's diary which holds all these secrets. And I've heard this is quite like a scary and spooky book, so I'm quite excited for that one. Oh yeah, so I'll read the tagline. Cursed at birth, exiled as a child, now she may be the only one with the courage to save them. So I'm guessing this girl has to like save her village or something, but I don't know, I just like the witchy vibes. It's like yeah, because it's autumn now, and or as the Americans say, fall. That was a terrible accent, I'm sorry. But yeah, so just the kind of whole vibes I'm really excited for. Next, I went a bit mad in Waterstones again. This was like yesterday, so this is like, what day is it today? The 5th of September today. No, it's actually 2 days ago. Anyway, so the first book I got was Dear Life by Rachel Clark. So I got this one kind of for me and also kind of for my mum because we were both interested in this one. And this is by a palliative care doctor. And so if you don't know, palliative care is like end of life care. And she's just telling kind of stories that she's had her experience working as a doctor and just kind of what life means, and just kind of telling her story. And palliative care is such an interesting like area of medicine. I'm not sure it's something I want to specialise in, but it's definitely something that really interests me. And I think it's so kind of fast. The same with kind of elderly medicine and like how we can give people the best and most dignified death that they deserve, and how we can still treat them with dignity even when someone's dying, and just trying to kind of make the process good for them and just making sure they're comfortable and what their priorities are, and really focusing on like the person. So I don't know, I just think this is going to be really interesting, and I love the cover, like the lungs as flowers. I just think it's so pretty. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one. And yeah, it might be a bit weepy, but you know, you may have noticed the buy one get one half price. I'm such a sucker for buy one get one half price in Waterstones. It's like they just do it to get you. So the other book I got on that offer was Raybearer by Jordan Ifuke, and this is a new YA fantasy which I'm so excited for. But also, I'm going to stop myself from reading straight away because I believe it's going to be our December book pick for the Chaos Rising book club. Although, that's only a rumour, so you didn't hear it from me. But yeah, so I'm going to hold off on this one. But I'm so excited to read it. And it just sounds really good. I believe there's an ace main character as well, which is really exciting. I don't really know what it's about. It's cool though, the lions on the cover. It's like the Lion King. Huh? Sounds like there's a girl. I'm assuming she's a girl. Oh yeah. Yes, says she, so and she has been raised in isolation, and so then she gets sent to the capital to be chosen as what, I'm just reading this off the synopsis, to be chosen as one of the Crown Prince's Council of 11. If she's picked, she'll be joined by the other council members through the Ray, a bond deeper than blood. So I'm guessing the Ray is like the magic system in this book. Oh, but then she's actually been tasked to kill the Crown Prince. So that just sounds like such a good premise. And it kind of sounds a bit similar to Song of Wraiths and Ruin, where those two characters are both trying to kill each other, and there's like a magical competition. And I've just heard such great things about this one, so I'm really excited to read it. Next, I got A Hero Born by Jin Young. And this one, I think the title is A Hero Born, and then Legends of the Condor Heroes is like the series name, because I didn't recognise this book when I first read it, but then I sort of recognised the title, and then I looked it up, and it's this cover that I've seen before with like a shirtless man on. Obviously that's stuck in my memory, but I think Nicole had sent it to me one time, just like saying had I read it, and so obviously I do know, I had heard of this book before, but I just picked it up in Waterstones and read the back and thought it sounded really interesting. So that was why I got it. But then I realised that actually I had heard of it before. But yeah, it's really cool. It's quite a simple cover. It's just like a kind of wing and some characters. I can't read Chinese, so I don't know what these mean. But I'll try and summarise the synopsis. Okay, so it sounds kind of like it's telling the story of Genghis Khan, who I believe is a real historical figure. I'm not very like brushed up on that area of history, so I don't know if this is like a kind of historical fantasy. It kind of sounds like it. Okay, one of the characters, the description is he is humble, loyal, and perhaps not altogether wise. I don't know, that sounds like a himbo to me. He's fated from birth one day to confront an opponent who is the opposite of him in every way. So, sounds like one of the characters, we'll just call him the himbo for now, is grown up in this army, the Genghis Khan's army, and then, so one day he then has to like confront this other guy. And so this guy is guided by the 7 heroes of the South, I don't know who they are, and must return to China to fulfill his destiny, but in a land riven by war and betrayal, his courage and loyalties will be tested at every turn. So, it sounds like a kind of classic fantasy, but there's some really like high praise quotes on the back. So yeah, and I believe this is translated because it says translated from the Chinese. So yes, I'm excited to read this one. Next, I got Kindred by Octavia E. Butler, and I've heard such good things about her work, and I really wanted to start reading her stuff. Although some of them are quite hard to get hold of in the UK, because like Wild Spark, I think it's called. I was looking for that, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So the only ones I really saw were Kindred and Parable of the Sower. But yeah, so this cover is just so stunning, and I think it's telling the story of, it sounds almost like there's some time travel involved. So it says, in 1976, Dana dreams of being a writer. In 1815, she's assumed a slave. So that obviously she's going back and forth in time maybe, or she's visiting this guy Rufus, and she keeps saving his life. And apparently Rufus can like summon her whenever his life is threatened. So that's obviously the premise. I think this just like explores, I think it touches on some kind of deep themes, and probably, yeah, it says explores far-reaching issues of race, sex, power, and ultimately what it means to be human. So this just sounds really good, so I'm super excited. Okay, then next I got The Shadow of Kyoshi, which is the second book in the Kyoshi novels series. The first one being The Rise of Kyoshi. And I'm so excited to have this one. I've already read it, of course, because I got it like the start of August. And I just love Kyoshi and Ranji. She's the other one on the cover. So in the first one, we're following just Kyoshi and her kind of discovering that she is the Avatar, because in this time, they thought someone else was the Avatar. They didn't realise it was Kyoshi. And then it's discovered that actually it is Kyoshi. So in this book especially, Kyoshi's really trying to kind of live up to her legacy as the Avatar and sort of asserting her power, both like as a woman and as the new avatar. And in this one also she's kind of travelling to the Fire Nation and trying to deal with some like political chaos that's going on there. And yeah, her relationship with Ranji, who is her bodyguard, is just so precious. And they're also trying to hunt down this other avatar, the person who they originally thought was the avatar, and now in this one he's gone kind of evil. So they're trying to hunt him down. And yeah, it's just so fun. And if you love the Avatar The Last Airbender world, I feel like you'll love this series, because yeah, just everything and like the bending and all the kind of, and the sky bisons. Oh, then the first one was Peng Peng, and then in this one I can't remember his name, but they got a new one and it was also so cute. And yeah, so I just love the sky bisons. And yeah, just yeah, it's just really good. I love this series, and I wish it was a TV show. Like, I just want to see more of Ranji. She's like my favourite. So yeah, I was super excited to read this one and have it. And it's so pretty. But also I can't believe that this one might be the last one in this series, because it says the epic conclusion. Like, I really want more books. Oh well. Anyway, I've got the Avatar graphic novels to read, although I don't know if I'll ever read them because they're super expensive, but you know. Okay, and then the last book was very, very kindly gifted to me by the lovely Nicole from Nicole and Her Reads. No, I just made that up. Nicole and Her Books. That's it. And this is, so she sent this to me as a gift for 1k subscribers, which, thank you, Nicole, I love you. And so this is The Dark Tide by Alicia Janiska. And I actually read this one already in August, so I think my wrap-up will be up before this, but yeah. And I love this one. It's very like sapphic and witchy and like tidal, that's not the right word. Like set by the sea. I can't think of the word, like seaside setting, I don't know. But like, I love kind of books set on and around the water. I just think that's such a cool setting. I just really love this one. It's kind of, it's this village, and every year a boy gets sacrificed to the Witch Queen. And so they get taken away, and then the Witch Queen has to fall in love with them and then sacrifice them to keep the tide. There's like this dark tide, which is like evil water, happy. One day, this girl, Lena, her crush, who is a boy, gets taken by the Witch Queen. So then Lena decides she's going to go and save him. And Lena offers herself in his place, sorry. And then the Witch Queen ends up kind of falling in love with Lena, or they sort of have a relationship. And yeah, and it just goes from there. So yeah, it was really good. It's quite short, but it's very kind of atmospheric, and it's not like a masterpiece of a plot or anything, but I just really like the whole like vibes and the atmosphere and the characters. I love Lena, who's the main character, and also Eva, who is the Witch Queen. They're both such great characters. So yeah, I really enjoyed reading this one, and thank you so much, Nicole. So that is my little haul. Thank you so much everyone for watching. Comment down below if you read any of these books. If you got any books recently, I would love to know. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I hope you're all having a great day, and I will see you next time.